r/AskMen. Superbus88 says, men who were single during their teenage years and 20s, what is your story? Motley Crue 1989 says, lack of time and motivation. Lack of social skills as a result. Lack of social skills had an effect. When I had time and motivation, those lead to failure, which lead to lack of motivation again. Put on loop and repeat. I had a bit of success here and there, but it did not lead to a relationship. Nat Brook says, lack of self-esteem as well. I don't consider myself unattractive, but still had little self-esteem. Fear of rejection. Also didn't want to put the effort into something I knew wouldn't last. Also the dating pool in a small town/school wasn't the best. Saganauntly84 says, as someone who relied on Mountain Dew and video games for companionship during those years, my experience was a bit rough, to say the least. But now I'm in a loving relationship with my hand, and that's all that matters. Papa Cap in Uranus says, had me in the first half NGL. Loban says, but now I'm in a loving relationship, got me good. Limpio Olympico says, being my own worst enemy, going to clubs and getting drunk and assuming I would hook up with someone. Spoiler, I did not. Loban says, alcohol can be a great social lubricant until you drink too much. Sad Six Owl says, I came from a family environment where my folks were emotionally abusive to each other and neglectful of me, and every other adult relationship I saw was people trapped in a loveless but a relationship for their kids. Between that, internalized messaging about men being gross and predatory, some relentless shame about some dumb bullshit I did when I was a teenager, and good old fashioned body issues, I didn't and don't believe there's anything I'm offering that people could or should want, and that being in someone's life, especially romantically or sexually, is gross and almost an act of violence towards them. I didn't want to inflict myself on other people, and that was easy enough for other people because I wasn't a catch to begin with. Superbus88 says, I'll start with mine. I'm almost 22 and have never gone on a date with a woman. My primary issues were low self-esteem, financial hardship, and mental health. I haven't really interacted with girls before because I've never had the chance to talk to them, and they've always ignored me, which has led me to believe that I'm just disgusting to girls. I'm attempting to work on my body and personality right now, but every day I feel more and more hopeless. Young Sausages says, don't worry brother, working on yourself, whether it's personality, body, education, or anything else, it's important, and you'll attract somebody you get along with. My best friend was single for the most part until he was about your age. He dated one girl for a few months and then found a girl he fell in love with at 24. That was 3 to 4 years ago, and he's now married, and they just bought a house together yesterday. He's not rich. He's not muscular, just a normal guy with a very sweet and goofy personality. You're the most important person in your life, and if you spend that time taking care of yourself, the rest falls into place. Probably sounds cliche, but it's true. Good luck, man. Don't give up. Dapper Plupper says, despite the fact that I always wanted a girlfriend, every time a girl approached me, something deep down told me to say no/ignore it, and so I did. Fast forward to today, I just gave up, since modern women just aren't what I'm looking for. Queetbadger89 says, painfully shy, and when women were interested in me, I didn't believe them. The chances I did get, I would mess up with lack of social awareness, being clumsy or rude. I've had a woman in near on my lap or a naked woman in my bed and refused because I felt uncomfortable or like things were too fast. Growing up, my mom was a popular girl. No, I mean it, she was a prostitute. When my little sister got older, she joined my mom in the family business. They were both obnoxious, slutty, greedy, impulsive, and made the same stupid mistakes over and over. It's like they couldn't tone their sexuality down. If they went to church, they'd probably try to, frick, the pastor and get the nuns naked. My mom was concerned I was gay and paid her friend to live at our house and try to seduce me for a month. I didn't know this and befriended her. She offered a few times. I declined. It ruined sexuality for me. I'm not attracted to slutty behavior. I don't like blondes or huge tits. Acting like lesbians, dressing in red and black or schoolgirl outfits won't turn me on. Wanting to frick after knowing me for a day / less than a day isn't my thing. Acting like a child or drunk doesn't excite me. I'm 34 now. Sometimes I'm curious what it feels like. Most of the time I don't care. Every now and again I'll get sad, but it goes away eventually. I'm mildly autistic by the way. Social hardships are our bread and butter. r/AskMen. Melting in the summer says, what are the list of things a guy should face in his 20s to become emotionally and overall mature? With the kind of look that says he knows what he is talking about, he has seen life kind of thing. Laid Back Honest says, heartbreak, true romantic heartbreak. Jimbones31 says, I do not think anyone should ever face it so soon, but the death of an immediate family member in your 20s ages you quickly. Theme per 0 f nothing says, I'd say heartbreak, and bearing responsibilities and or a tough job will do it for you. Since the moment I stepped out of college, I had to become the earner of the house. Now I'm just an earner for myself, and it makes me take every decision in my life that much more seriously. Strange Cicada 280 says, rejection, failures, trying again, goal setting, goal achievement, losing, winning. Nossen Sorshit says, the limits of time and the fact that it's your life to build. Focus on what you can do under your circumstances. Do not dwell on the past or what ifs. Ibor Tabajil says, you're mature when you determine your own course and pay your own way. Nothing else really matures you. Pipara Blackberry says, adversity, both physical and emotional. Author Wisafinish 3300 says, everyone is human and has their limits. Therapy can be useful because one of the jobs of a therapist is to spot blind spots or maladaptive patterns of thinking. Noshelter 5922 says, be 100% self-supporting. Don't live at home and pay your own bills. Please don't take this like you shouldn't move home, especially in your early 20s. That may be the smartest decision. But before the age of 30, you should be supporting yourself. Pro tip. I've never lived by myself. I had roommates, then a girlfriend, then a wife. Curious Redditor 4000 says, win a fight, lose a fight, break a heart, have your heart broken. The Right Speak says, your parents are human. You are a mistake, not a miracle. Life only has meaning if you choose to give it meaning and do the work. Nothing magical is going to happen to you. I know you realize this when you were a teenager. Now it's time to go make something happen. Archer Inf says, he should face himself and all the areas he can improve to begin self-development in becoming the man he wants to be. Wajon says, one of them is going out of your way to intentionally seek out challenging experiences. Do something you're afraid of, or take on a big project that takes a lot of time and effort. Duonback says, I can't speak for all guys, but one fact I've faced is that I'm a frick up and a loser. Tai 2022 says, create a hard goal and work towards achieving it. Gullible Opposite 76 says, take care of something other than yourself. Dew Studio 65 says, volunteering for someone with an uphill battle against this system. Working with the homeless, or preparing taxes for poorer people, or helping people not get kicked out of their or apartment. You'll get your heart broken, and appreciate your gifts more, and understand the deep well of humanity and connection with your fellow man. Neiled Master says, losing someone close to them. Business success and failure. Love and love lost. That's plenty. Thetimetravala20 says, I think living by yourself is enough to turn someone mature. Taking care of yourself when sick, cooking even when you're tired from long day at work, managing finances and future investments, realizing you can't ditch work, even if you're going through something harsh in life, is pretty life-changing. Personally speaking, going through a lot of adversity, losses, struggles, and life lessons myself, I wouldn't wish for anyone to go through them until they are ready. Once you go through hell, it numbs you down a lot, and one day you'll meet someone who hasn't gone through it, and they'll make you realize how different you have become from other people in their 20s, and that is not a good feeling. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.